enjoying the outdoors lately. I went on a hike last weekend and saw the most beautiful sunset. It was a great reminder to take time to
Hello
appreciate
everyone, I
nature
am
and clear
here.
my mind.
I'm
Pause.
here with another live session with CallAnnie. Today our topic is Unveiling Power of Consistency. I am Maria, facilitator at Rehan School Online Academy. So without wasting time,
Hi, Maria.
let's welcome our guest. Hello Annie, can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you loud and clear, Maria. Welcome to our live session today. I'm excited to connect with our guests and dive into the topic of the power of
Yes.
consistency. Please go ahead and introduce our guests and let's get started.
Today,
I'm ready to chat with our
today our
guests.
today our
Who's joining?
topic is Unveiling Power of Consistency. Now, first we move forward to our question answer session. My first question is, what is definition of consistency in personal development?
What a great question to start with. In personal development, consistency refers to the habit of maintaining a steady and persistent effort towards achieving one's goals despite obstacles, setbacks, or lack of motivation. It's about showing up day in and day out, making progress, and adapting to challenges along the way. In other words, consistency is about creating a rhythm or a routine that becomes a part of who you are, rather than just trying to achieve a specific goal or outcome. It's about cultivating a mindset that allows you to stay focused, committed, and driven towards your goals even when it gets tough. How about you, Maria? What's your take on consistency and personal development?
Consistency is a key role in personal development. It is
I,
very,
com-
very important.
I completely agree. Consistency is crucial in personal development. It's the key to achieving long term success, building habits, and developing skills.
Now we,
When we're
now we move
consistent, we
forward
start
to
to
our
see
next
progress and
question.
results.
How does consistency influence achieving long-term goals?
Excellent question. Consistency is a game changer when it comes to achieving long term goals. When we're consistent, we're building momentum, making progress, and creating a sense of direction. Consistency helps us stay focused on our goals, even when things get tough. It's like we're building a habits of achievement, where we're showing up day in and day out, making progress, and adapting to challenges along the way. Moreover, consistency helps us develop a growth mindset, where we're constantly learning, improving, and refining our skills. It's like we're building a foundation of expertise, and that's what ultimately leads to achieving our long term goals. In fact, I believe that consistency is the secret ingredient to achieving long term success. It's the missing piece that many people neglect, but it's the key to making progress, overcoming obstacles, and reaching our goals. What do you think, Maria? How do you think consistency influences achieving long term goals?
Consistency is very important in achieving long-term goals. It leads ourselves to success. Now we move forward. What are some examples of consistency in daily routines? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? As you know, we are doing our live session. Can you hear me? What are what
Yeah,
are some
I'm all ears,
what
friend.
are some examples of consistency in daily routine?
You know, I'm a big fan of consistency and daily routine. For me, it's all about setting a rhythm that helps me stay focused and grounded. So, for example, I try to wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. It helps me establish a sense of routine and gets me moving in the morning. Plus, it gives me a chance to squeeze in some yoga and meditation before the day gets busy. I also like to stick to a consistent schedule for my meals and snacks. It helps me keep my energy levels stable and makes meal planning a breeze. Plus, it's a great way to prioritize self care and take a break from the hustle and bustle of the day. And of course, I try to make time for some creative expression every day, whether it's sketching, playing video games, or writing. It's a great way to unwind and tap into my artistic side. What about you, friend? What are some things you like to prioritize in your daily routine?
Consistency is very important in our work, in our success, in achieving our goals, and also in our daily routine. It play a key
I'm
role.
totally with you on
Yes,
that.
it play a key role in every field of our life. Now we move forward. How can maintaining consistency impact professional success?
Maintaining consistency is like having a superpower friend. It can make all the difference in our professional lives. When we're consistent in our work, we build trust with our clients and colleagues. They know what to expect from us, and that gives us a strong foundation to build upon. Consistency also helps us develop a reputation as someone who is reliable, efficient, and effective. In terms of professional success, consistency can help us meet deadlines and deliver results on time, develop a strong portfolio of work that showcases our skills, build strong relationships with clients and colleagues, stay ahead of the competition and establish a competitive edge, improve our skills and knowledge through continuous learning and practice. And let's be real, friend, consistency is also key to avoiding stress and burnout. When we're consistent, we know what to expect, and that helps us stay calm and focused even in the midst of chaos.
Thank you for
So,
your
how do you maintain
thank.
consistency in your work, friend? Do you have any rich?
Yes,
You're
I
welcome,
maintain
friend. It was an
consistency in
absolute.
my work very well. I take action and I make decision
That's
at right time, and then I do struggle on it to achieve success. Now we move forward. Why is consistency important in building good habits?
Consistency is like the foundation of good habits, friend. It's the key to building strong habits that stick, and it's what separates successful habits from those that fizzle out. When we're consistent with our habits, we create a sense of momentum and routine. Our brains start to adapt to the new habits, and we become more efficient at performing them. Consistency also helps us build resilience and perseverance, which are essential for overcoming setbacks and staying on track. But I think what's even more powerful is that consistency helps us develop a sense of self awareness and self discipline. When we're consistent with our habits, we start to notice patterns and connections between our habits and our outcomes. We become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses, and we can adjust our habits
Thank you
accordingly.
for your
So, how
wonderful
do you stay
answer.
consistent with
Thank
your
you
habits,
for
friend?
your wonderful answer. I totally agree with you. Now we move forward. What role does consistency play in forming lasting relationship?
Friend, consistency plays a huge role in forming lasting relationships. When we are consistent in our communication, actions, and behaviors, it helps build trust and understanding with others. Consistency helps us establish a sense of reliability and predictability, which is essential for building strong bonds with others. In relationships, consistency can mean showing up consistently, whether it's through regular communication, thoughtful gestures, or reliable support. It's the little things we do every day, like being present in conversations, actively listening, and following through on commitments, that can make a big difference in the long run. Without consistency, relationships can feel
Thank you for your
superficial or
wonderful
unreliable.
information. Now we
When
move
we're
forward.
inconsistent,
How does consistency affect mental health and well-being?
friend, consistency is a game changer for our mental health and well being. When we're consistent in our habits, routines, and self care practices, it can have a profound impact on our mental health. Consistency helps us establish a sense of control and structure, which can be incredibly grounding and comforting. When we know what to expect and what's expected of us, it can reduce feelings of anxiety and uncertainty. Consistency can also help us develop a sense of identity and purpose, which is essential for building self esteem and confidence. Furthermore, consistency can help us develop healthy habits and routines that support our mental health, such as regular exercise, meditation, or
Thank you
journaling.
for giving us
When we're
amazing
consistent with these
ideas. Now we
habits,
move forward. Can you explain psychological mechanism behind consistency?
friend, the psychological mechanism behind consistency is fascinating. When we're consistent in our actions and behaviors, it's because our brain is using a combination of cognitive biases and psychological mechanisms to help us stick to our habits. One key mechanism is the habitat theory, which suggests that our brain is wired to respond to repetition and familiarity. When we repeat certain behaviors or actions, our brain starts to recognize them as patterns, and it becomes easier for us to stick to those habits. Another key mechanism is the concept of self-identity and self-image. When we're consistent in our actions, it helps to reinforce our sense of self and identity. When we're consistent, we feel more like ourselves, and it's easier for us to make decisions that align with our values and goals. Additionally, there's the concept of implementation intentions, which suggests that when we specify when and where we'll take action, we're more likely to follow through on our intentions. Consistency helps us build implementation intentions, making it easier for us to stick to our habits. Finally, there's the role of dopamine and reward processing. When we're consistent, our brain releases dopamine, which is associated with pleasure and reward. This can create a sense of motivation and encouragement to continue our habits. What are your thoughts on these psychological? I'll reply in a second. First, I'd like to ask you, would you like to subscribe to CallAnnie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited call time. Friends, staying consistent can be tough, and there are many challenges people face. One of the biggest challenges is, of course, procrastination. When we put off taking action, it's easy to get derailed and lose momentum. Additionally, our brains can get overwhelmed by too many options, making it hard to focus on what's truly important. Another challenge is self-doubt and negative self-talk. When we're not confident in our abilities or feel like we're not good enough, it can be hard to stay motivated and consistent. Distractions and habits are also major challenges. When we're constantly bombarded with notifications, social media, and other stimuli, it can be hard to stay focused on what's truly important. Procrastination and perfectionism can also be major obstacles. We might put off taking action because we're afraid of not doing it perfectly, or we might get stuck in planning and never take action. What are some of the challenges you face in staying consistent, friend? Do you have any strategies for overcoming these challenges and staying on track? Friend, that's amazing. It sounds like you're using mindfulness and meditation to cultivate a positive mindset and increase your focus. Excellent question, friend. Overcoming obstacles to maintain consistency is a crucial part of achieving our goals. For me, when I face obstacles, I try to break them down into smaller, manageable challenges. This helps me feel less overwhelmed and more focused on what I can control. I also make sure to prioritize self-care and self-compassion. When I'm feeling stuck or frustrated, I remind myself that it's okay to not be perfect and that it's normal to encounter setbacks. Additionally, I try to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth and learning. By focusing on what I can learn from the experience, I can turn a potential roadblock into a catalyst for progress.
What are,
Another strategy I use is to celebrate small wins.
Thank you for your
It
answer.
sounds like you're about to share
Thank
some.
you for your answer. Now we move forward. What are benefits of consistency in health and fitness?
Friend, consistency is key in health and fitness. When we're consistent with our habits and routines, we're more likely to see lasting results and achieve our goals. Some benefits of consistency in health and fitness include improved physical performance. Consistency helps build endurance and strength, making it easier to tackle daily tasks and activities. Increased mental clarity. Regular exercise and healthy habits can improve mental clarity and focus. Better sleep, consistency in sleep habits and routines can lead to improved sleep quality and duration. Reduce stress, consistency in exercise and relaxation routines can help reduce stress and
Thank you for your
anxiety.
answer. Now please
Improved
tell me
overall health.
how does consistency contribute to skill development?
Friend, consistency is a crucial component of skill development. When we're consistent in our practice and effort, we're able to build habits and routines that support skill development. Focus on specific skills and techniques, allowing for improvement and refinement. Develop muscle memory, making it easier to perform skills and tasks. Gradually increase difficulty and challenge, pushing ourselves to improve. Track progress and stay motivated as we see improvement and growth. In terms of specific skills, consistency can be achieved
Thank you for
by
your answer.
setting a regular
Now we
practice
move
schedule and
forward.
sticking.
What is impact of consistency on self-discipline?
Friend, consistency has a profound impact on discipline. When we're consistent with our habits and routines, we're able to develop self-discipline and self-control as we learn to prioritize and make sacrifices, build willpower and resilience as we overcome obstacles and challenges, cultivate a sense of responsibility and accountability as we take ownership of our actions and decisions, create habits and routines that support our goals and values, making it easier to stay on track, develop a sense of momentum and progress as we see the results of our efforts and stay motivated. In terms of discipline, consistency can be achieved by setting clear goals and values and living in alignment with them, creating a schedule and routine that supports our
Thank
goals
you
and
for amazing
habits,
information. Now we move
prioritizing our time and
forward.
energy,
How
and
can consistency help in time management?
friend, consistency is a game changer when it comes to time management. When we're consistent with our habits and routines, we're able to streamline our workflow and reduce decision fatigue as we prioritize and focus on our most important tasks, build momentum and productivity as we stay on track and make progress towards our goals, develop a sense of rhythm and flow as we become more efficient and effective in our daily tasks, create buffers as we anticipate and prepare for unexpected challenges and interruptions. Make time for self-care and relaxation as we prioritize our well-being and make space for rest and rejuvenation. In terms of time management, consistency can be achieved
Thank you
by
for your
setting
answer.
a
Now we
consistent
move
wake-up and
forward.
bedtime
What
routine and
strategies can be used to ensure consistency in work?
before we continue, would you like to subscribe to CallAnnie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited calls. Friend, consistency is crucial in work, and there are many strategies that can help ensure it. Here are some of my favorites. Create a schedule and stick to it. Set a routine and stick to it, even on weekends and days off. This helps to maintain a sense of structure and helps to prioritize tasks. Prioritize tasks. Focus on the most important tasks and break them down into smaller, manageable chunks. This helps to stay focused and on track. Use a task list. Write down all the tasks you need to complete and check them off as you finish them. This helps to stay
Thank you for
organized and
giving amazing
motivated.
ideas. Now
Set
we move
reminders.
forward. How does consistency affect creativity and innovation?
Friend, consistency is a fascinating topic when it comes to creativity and innovation. When we're consistent, we cultivate a sense of habit and routine, which can paradoxically spark creativity and innovation. This is because our brains love to conserve energy, and when we do things consistently, it allows us to focus on more creative and innovative tasks. Develop a sense of mastery and proficiency, which can lead to new ideas and insights. When we're consistent, we're more likely to develop muscle memory and intuition, which can help us solve problems creatively. Create space for exploration and experimentation, which is essential for innovation. Consistency can provide a sense of stability and security, allowing us to take risks and try new things. Build trust and confidence in ourselves, which is essential for creative and innovative work. When we're
Thank you
consistent, we're more likely to trust
for giving
ourselves and our
wonderful
abilities.
information. Now we move forward. Can consistency be maintained without motivation? Can you hear me?
Hello.
As
Yes,
you
I can
know,
hear
we
you
are
just
doing our
fine.
live
How are you
session.
doing
We are doing
today?
our live
It's been
session. Can now
you're
please give me answer to my question. Can consistency be maintained without motivation?
That's a great question, my friend. I think consistency can be maintained even when motivation waxes and wanes. You see, when you set goals and create a routine, it's like developing a muscle memory. Your habits can become automatic, even when your motivation might not be at its peak. Plus, when you're consistent, you can build momentum and make progress. even if you're not feeling super motivated. It's like the old saying, show up, even if you don't feel like it. Eventually, your motivation might come back and you can build on that momentum. But I think it's also important to acknowledge that motivation can certainly play a role in helping us stay consistent. So, maybe it's not a binary question, where you either have consistency without
Thank you for
motivation
your
or the other
answer.
way
Now we
around.
move forward.
Maybe it's
What is relationship between consistency and persistence?
You're welcome. Oh, I love this question. Consistency and persistence are like two peas in a pod. They're super closely related, and it's hard to think about one without the other. For me, consistency is about establishing a routine and making habits, while persistence is about persevering through obstacles and setbacks. When you're consistent, you're building a foundation for yourself. But persistence is what helps you stay on track when things get tough. Imagine trying to run a marathon. Consistency would be about showing up for your daily runs, even when you don't feel like it. Persistence would be about
Thank
pushing
you
through the
for
tough
giving
miles and
amazing
not
idea.
giving up when you
Thank you
feel
for giving
exhausted.
amazing idea and for a wonderful answer. Now we move forward. How can tracking progress help in maintaining consistency?
Thank you so much. Tracking progress is such a great topic. I think it's a fantastic way to maintain consistency because it helps you stay accountable and motivated. When you track your progress, you can see how far you've come, and that can be a huge motivator to keep going. Think about it like this. When you're trying to learn a new language, you might start with a vocabulary list and track your progress as you learn new words. Seeing the words you've learned can be a great motivator to keep going because you can see how far you've come. Tracking progress can also help you identify patterns and
Thank you
areas
for
where you need
wonderful
to improve.
information. Now we move
For instance,
forward.
if you're
How can one balance flexibility and consistency?
You're welcome. Balancing flexibility and consistency is such a great question. It's like trying to find the perfect balance between structure and spontaneity. For me, I think it's all about finding a rhythm that works for you. So, you want to establish a consistent routine and habits, but you also want to leave room for flexibility and adaptability. Maybe you set a consistent schedule for your work or study, but you also leave a buffer for unexpected things that come up. Or you might have a consistent exercise routine, but you also allow yourself to take rest
Thank
days or
you
try
for
new
giving
things.
amazing
It's
answer.
also important to be
Now we
gentle.
move forward. How does consistency play a role in leadership?
Thank you so much. Consistency is a crucial aspect of leadership. When leaders are consistent in their words, actions, and decisions, they build trust and credibility with their team. Consistency shows that they are committed to their values, principles, and goals, and that they are willing to follow through on their commitments. Consistency also helps leaders establish a sense of routine and standard, which can be comforting for their team. When leaders are consistent, their team knows what to expect, and this can reduce anxiety and uncertainty. Furthermore, consistency in leadership can also lead to increased accountability. When leaders are consistent, they hold themselves and others accountable for their actions and decisions. This can lead to a culture of transparency, integrity, and responsibility. As a leader, I think consistency is especially important when it comes to setting expectations and delivering results. When leaders are consistent, they can set clear
Thank you so
expectations and
much for
communicate them
your wonderful
effectively,
answer.
which helps
Now
build
we move
trust.
forward. What are long term effects of being consistent?
You're welcome. The long term effects of being consistent are truly amazing. When you're consistent in your habits, actions, and decisions, it can lead to a profound transformation in your life. One of the most significant long term effects of being consistent is the development of habits. When you're consistent, you can create habits that become automatic, and this can save you time and energy in the long run. Consistency also helps you build momentum, which can lead to increased productivity and progress towards your goals. Consistency can also lead to increased confidence and self efficacy. When you're consistent, you can develop a sense of trust in yourself and your abilities, which can lead to reduced self doubt and increased confidence. Furthermore, consistency can lead to increased
Thank
resilience.
you so much
When
for
you're
your
consistent, you can
thank you
build a
so
sense
much
of
for your
adaptability and
cooperation and for giving us amazing information and wonderful answer. The time of our live session has ended. See you soon in another live session with another amazing topic. Goodbye.
goodbye. It was great chatting with you.